that you're wondering how I knew about your plans to make me blue with some other guy you knew before. Between the two of us guys, you know I loved you more. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday. Don't you know I heard it through the grapevine? Not much longer would you be mine. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. Honey, honey, heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be my baby. I know a man ain't supposed to cry, but these tears I can't hold inside, 'cause I'm losing you in my life, you see. 'Cause you mean that much to me. You should have told me yourself that you love someone else. Instead I heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be mine. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. Honey, honey,
We gotta stop calling people.
Yes. Oh, hey, people.
Wow.
Oh, Tim, you're actually first.
Did that way before.
I would say that, but it actually says 7:01.
Okay.
You probably set an alarm. Tim, did you set an alarm? Probably put that comment and was like, all right, I'm out.
No, wait to MP3. Not writing crate. Oh, maybe I should.
You okay over there?
I'm just making sure. Okay. That's what, it was me. Everybody calm down, please.
Yeah. Come over here.
Okay.
Not you always first. No, you're not, Tim, at all. You be last sometimes. We about to say goodnight and here you come up first.
Like, what were you even doing?
I was there beforehand too. Thanks. See, y'all be ready and waiting when it's the after dark. I'm just saying. Oh, and I gotta fix the mirroring. Since I looked over there, I'm on the wrong side. Not working for me. Try and give us some color, mostly me.
Only you.
It's May, almost. Check back in July. I was listening to Beyonce on the way over here.
Of course.
Like, I just told Apple Music to play Beyonce.
It's like, what else would you listen to? But go ahead.
And then I was like, yo, I really should have went to this concert. Like, and it's crazy because I know how Beyonce concerts are. I've been to one. And in my brain, I was like, I don't like Cowboy Carter. Like, it's not my thing. So I'm not gonna go. But she do all the songs. It's not just that.
I feel like everybody be saying stuff like that, but don't all the artists do all their music when they have a concert?
Not really.
Really?
Some of them don't. They might put in a sprinkle, but it's because Beyonce shows are way longer. Yeah. So she got more time to do way more her songs. Whereas if it's like a song for an album, you might get a few sprinkled here and there of the other album, but it'd be focusing on the specific album.
Okay.
But Beyonce, she put on the show. She be up there for like 4 hours.
Yeah, she always do her music, but even Megan's not my thing, but
yeah,
she did a lot of her music.
Yeah, I like Megan's concert.
Me too. It was like
I was worried because I was like, man, I really don't know the latest But yeah, she did it. And I was like, I don't know why I didn't think about that. And also because I was like, this year, it's a whole wedding. I can't be going to concerts.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Blue Oyster Cult before it took this. Mosin, I see the eyes. The eyeballs that show up on StreamYard look so funny to me. But yeah.
Let's here because you're gonna be asleep.
Right. Late part of the reason we said let's do it a little earlier. Because there's a few of y'all older people.
It's a little old.
A little old.
Just a little old. I ain't get no water.
I was about to say, where is my water?
Babe.
You might as well talk on one podcast.
Can you come get us some water? Drink that out of there. Okay. I didn't even get a cup for the time king because I know you're not drinking it.
I'm sure not.
But before we get into that, how was your week?
My week was cool. Let me look back at the dates to remember what was going on. Okay. Let's go to the prom send-off. So on Friday, I went to prom send-off for one of my goddaughters and my niece. And it was beautiful. Like, they were so happy. They were smiling. They looked gorgeous. Dion really did that with getting the venue, getting everything together and all of that. What I hate, every time I do any kind of an event, and it's really your fault. You and Lace, it's your fault because y'all spoiled me. I hate when people say they will help you do something or volunteer to help, and then what they do is pointless and they could have stayed home. Yeah. Like, so the thing that happened was, the funniest thing that happened was somebody volunteered to bring sodas. If you know it's 30 people, why did you only get 3 10-pack of mini sodas? You know, the 100 calorie sodas. I wish James was here because he would talk about this. If he's not here, he might be here. But why would you only bring that? Like the little mini sodas, 3 packs of the little mini sodas. What else was we supposed to do? What was we supposed to do? So thankfully Marcus came, which was really nice. And when he walked in, he said, "Is there anything y'all need me to do?" And Dion was like, "I have to go to the store." And I was like, "No, you don't." I was like, "Hey, Marcus, do you mind running to the store real quick and getting some cases of canned sodas?" And so he went to go get some. Yeah, exactly, Lace. Okay, medium pizza. Like, what are you doing? Can we get through a podcast without? No, we're gonna pack that person up forever. What do you mean we're having an event with at least 30 people, grown adults, children, teenagers, all ages, and you come in with these little mini sodas? Hey, what was we supposed to do with that? What are we supposed to do? And then, then the same family came in with a cooler, and I was like, "Oh, the same family." I said, "Oh, they're bringing in a cooler. Maybe there's more sodas in there." It was all liquor and alcohol, and I'm not opposed to that. But you don't even have the stuff for the kids who it's for and it involves. Why do you have all this alcohol? Same family was on everybody's nerves because they were drunk, basically. And again, have some fun, whatever, it's a good time. But we're here for a purpose. If you can't do the purpose, then get out. Just get out. Then when it was time to clean, they're just sitting there still at the tables. And my mom was like trying to help clean. And she was like, "Excuse me, do you want any of this stuff on the table?" And they just like kept talking, ignoring my mother. Oh no, that would piss me off. She didn't tell me until after. Okay. There's a reason. She said she gone. Between me and Dion, it wouldn't have been good. And so she kept trying to get their attention. Finally, it was like, "We're still using it. So we're cleaning off every table." So you should have said something. You see us going around cleaning off every table. It's clearly time to move it out, move around, go somewhere else. So yeah, that was annoying. one of them asked James at the beginning of the evening for his bottle opener because he had one of the keys. And he was like, here you go. When the party was over, we were debriefing, but we had cleaned and everybody was gone.
I love the debrief. I love a good debrief.
The black debrief, it's great. So we're just in there talking and stuff, and it's just us at this point. It's not like any of them or anything like that. All of a sudden, one of them comes back in, wobbling around. Apparently, she was wobbling up and down the street. She came in and she said, went up to James, do you still happen to have that bottle opener? Ma'am, you don't need it. She was like, I tried to open it on my car, but I couldn't do it. Can I have the bottle opener? So he was like, he didn't even say no word. Like that. Yeah, no, he did. He absolutely did. When she walked back in, he was like, oh my gosh, why? And same way he did on the cruise, we kept talking about people, but he talked low so we can't hear it. Me and Sam heard it, and we just crack up because he's packing this lady up, and she's right there. And I'm like, she don't even hear what he's saying out of his mouth. But yeah, it was beautiful. It's always a couple of people though that just make you be like, I hate doing events with people that are not helpful
at all.
So that was the big thing. Sunday, I just saw you yesterday. Went and did some more wedding shopping. And y'all, I'm a fake girly girl, right? There's like certain stuff that I love that's like very girly. And then there's certain stuff that I'm just not good at. And this is why I have the maid and matron that I have. They be like, girl, no, you're not doing that. You're doing this. Like, that's going to be crazy. Don't do that.
You don't say anything crazy. It's just that it's something to look at more aesthetically pleasing.
Right. And I just want it to be glittery.
You got to add, the glitter has to be on something. You just can't have the glitter.
Oh, this is gonna be glitter everywhere. But anyway, yes, it was great. Because I realized I took a break, of course, from doing wedding stuff while all the job transitioning was happening. But now that I'm fully transitioned, I'm doing well. I'm like, it's time to go ahead and get back to what we need to do. So yeah, it's crunch time now. We are under 5 months to go. So yeah, it's time to pick up the pace. Exactly, Tim. And it's crazy because Tim said, this is why I don't do events. I hate people. James, he started showing me the photography he did because he was taking pictures for the prom send-off. And just comparing what he did last year at their prom send-off to this year, the pictures look so much better. And I know some of that is because he got new equipment between now and then. And he was showing me the difference. And I said, wow, like this is really good. And he was like, I said, you should advertise that you would do like prom send-offs or graduations. He was like, don't like people. I do it for my friends. I'm not doing that no more. And I was like, I thought about you, Tim, because I'm like, oh yeah, you are helping to shoot the wedding. And I'm like, you would not do that probably if it wasn't for the fact that it was me and James' wedding. So, oh yeah, you'll get to meet Tim then.
Yeah.
So
that's nice.
Yeah.
But you said it's 2 proms. Was it junior and senior? Oh.
Yeah, he did their junior prom last year.
When you say they.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Kalia's prom. But Kayla did not get a chance to have a prom because of COVID. Oh. So Kayla went to Kalia's junior prom. And then now Kayla went to the senior prom too. Yeah, so she went to both.
That's so nice.
Yes.
That's so nice of a sister. Yeah. I think I would do the same thing.
Yeah. I was like, dang, she didn't get to experience it.
So I have a niece who did not get to have a prom. And I always wanted to have a prom for everybody that didn't get proms in 2020 and 2021.
Yes.
So my friend, well, he's not my friend anymore, but here we go.
Okay.
He was going to have a Baltimore citywide prom. And it actually went really big. It was on ITQ and everything, but he just could not get it together. Probably because he's an alcoholic. But he got really far. And he had to cancel the whole thing. And even my little sister was going. I didn't even know she was going. And
wow.
I always went out and said, this is a great idea.
That is a
and I really just want to do that.
But I would definitely do another prom. Like prom was just
it's just like specifically for the people who did not get to go to prom. He was going to run out the M&T Stadium.
That's what my prom was.
Oh, yeah. So much money.
Yeah.
But
that's what my junior prom was.
Oh, but yeah, I always wanted to do that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I just need, I would need Mayor Brandon. I would need everybody.
You need everybody.
But it's a plan. It's definitely a plan.
I think that's a good idea. Oh, Tim, you saw the pictures. Yeah, the difference is crazy.
In between the pictures or the kids, because they changed too.
Both.
Okay.
And for the kids, it's more like, and James mentioned this on his podcast. He said that when he did their junior prom, he really didn't know them that well. Like, he wasn't as close to them. So they weren't as comfortable with the camera. They weren't as comfortable with him. He couldn't really give them direction the same way he could now. You could tell they're so much more comfortable with him. They're confident. Like, just the difference is crazy. I gotta remember to show you. Yeah. So that was my week.
Oh.
And what about you?
Sorry. I was liking people's statuses.
Oh, that's lovely. And let me change this.
This week was normal for me, but I feel like since April is the actual new year, a lot of things change in people's lives.
Yeah.
People, it's like a new beginning. April is a new beginning, and of course it goes into spring. Spring is like the renewal of everything. Right. Sometimes things happen in your life that indicates change, basically. And a lot of my friends and family are going through change. Specifically, of course, my family. Just like, so it's like you're trying to adapt to different things that are changing. And because everybody is changing, it makes you feel like you're not stable. Right. So I think that's basically what I'm going through right now, like trying to get back, like what's going on. But if you've ever been in therapy for a long time, like me, they have to reevaluate you, especially if you are changing therapists. Right. I think I'm on my fourth therapist, just because John Hopkins be just kicking you out of their programs.
They do.
I'm with a more stable person now. John Hopkins is not stable. John Hopkins is so funny because the most stable thing in your life should be therapy, but they just have these programs that they do, and they're like, "Oh, well, we're not funding that anymore." So, okay, gotta move on. But so now I'm with someone else, and they have to reevaluate you, obviously. So I keep getting diagnosed, but now I have another diagnosis attached to. It's the same diagnosis, but it's attached to another one now. So that's good for me, because when someone labels something, I can research it and be like, okay, and it helps me a lot. But yeah, I feel like it's something that if everybody else around you is not going to therapy, it is hard to apply things that you are learning in therapy, because it's like, y'all not doing it, so why, like, what am I doing?
Right.
So I just feel like that, and it's not like people around, like in my house or anything. It's definitely work and just like humans in general.
Right. You go to therapy because of the people that don't go to therapy.
Yeah, definitely. And it's annoying. It is annoying.
It is.
I'm trying to stay on Facebook. I debated on getting off Facebook for a while, like just deleting it for a second, but I thought I can't because I have song music coming out right now. So it's like I have to promote it. I have to promote myself. I have to promote my bar. I specifically use Facebook for business.
Yeah.
And but as far as that, I kind of just post and get off. I try to like my friends' stuff, but like Yeah, I feel Facebook is very depressing to me. I feel like,
Yeah.
Especially with all this with the celebrities. Like a lot of people, they post celebrities like Cassie and Diddy and Megan and Tori and Halle and DDG and all this, and they're just like, you think you're talking about celebrities, but people out here have actually been abused,
Right.
and you're saying stuff that makes them be like, all right, well, I'm never telling. Or, all right, well, they're invalidating me. Oh, this is what happened to me, and look how you're reacting to it. And I just feel like there's a lot of dumb people in the world. It's just really stupid people in the world. Like they just say things that they heard someone that was clickbaiting say, and I just like, it's really dumb. Specifically with this Megan and Tory thing, because in real life, if you are in a situation where someone shoots you, you're gonna know that that person shot you. Right. And you're in, and the fact that Kelsey messaged immediately, help us, Tori shot Meg. And like, it's just so many things that happen immediately. Right. That you have to take in account. And the fact that things started changing after, it's like, I don't believe this part. Because the immediate thing, this is what happens immediately. You're already in your emotions. You don't lie in the first second. You think about your lie, and then
generally, right? You're a psychopath.
Yes, you're one of those. Yes.
Then
she really needed help. She was in distress. She said, "Tori shot Meg," and then she said, "He dragged me out of the car by my hair. Should I go to the hospital?" Like he put his hands and shot. He put his hands on Kelsey and shot Meg. Right. And this is the stuff that happens to women all the time. Right. And it's very frustrating.
And hearing people's opinions is just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like you are really like caping for this celebrity, but you're telling us so much
about yourself
and about how you feel about women and everything. Like I saw a post that somebody made, and after I read through the comments, I deleted the person because I was like, I can't do this. Yeah. Like it doesn't make any sense. And the crazy thing is, the guy that was like writing that on Facebook, he has a daughter, and the person commented and said, I hope it was about the Cassie and Diddy situation and how he was like, well, she was 19, like she was an adult, she chose that, blah, blah, blah. Right. And the other person that was commenting back with him, it was like, you're not a real adult at 19. Your brain is not even developed.
It's still a child. It's teen.
Right. It's teen. It's literally teen. Like the only thing you can do is vote. You can't even like get cigarettes.
You can go to the military.
Yeah. You can both go to the military. Like they used to say you can do more. Now you can't do any of that. They took all that stuff. Because you really shouldn't do anything at 19. You're making decisions based on impulses at 19 still. You don't have the development. And so the girl who was commenting back and forth with him, she was saying all of this that I'm saying now. And he was just doubling down, tripling down, all of that. And then finally she was like, I really hope that your daughter doesn't make a bad decision at 19. Like ever. Because clearly we see what you're gonna say. And he was like, well, if she's 19 and she makes a decision, like she's an adult and that's her decision. I was like, bruh. I was like, yeah, delete. No, I can't even have you on my page.
I haven't even been arguing with the people on my page because I don't care.
Yeah,
I just delete them.
Yep. I liked her stuff that she was saying. I never said anything back, and then I just deleted it.
Yeah, the stupid part, another stupid part about the whole Tori and Max situation is no one would have known anything if he hadn't said anything. Right. He's the one that came on social media and said something about Meg. And she said, okay, Tori shot me. Basically, because you want to say something. Right. She told them that she stepped on glass.
She is protecting him.
She protected him.
Yep. Which is like even more crazy.
And you said something. And his conscience. And he thought she was going to eventually say something. He didn't trust her. That's what happened. Yep. And he was like, let me get in front of this. No, you shouldn't have said nothing. Because she wouldn't have said
nothing. She really didn't want to say nothing.
And you
said time and time again that she didn't want to say nothing.
Yeah, and then you gonna message her, I'm so sorry. Get on to the jail call with Kelsey and keep apologizing to her.
Right.
And still come on, you ain't shoot her. Kelsey. And then now he's
are you really stupid?
Now he's texting the dummy. I can't remember his name.
Not the dummy.
What's his name? He was texting the whatever his name is. He's in charge of Hollywood Reporter or whatever. Hollywood Unlocked him. Talking about Kelsey did it, but he didn't want to throw her under the bus. He threw her under the bus immediately with the first lawyer.
Right.
And the first lawyer said it was a weak defense. And that's why you got a new lawyer talking about, because you said the lawyer was on Meg's side. No, she was on the side of justice. You shot a lady. And I'll wrap this up, but because the crazy thing is about me. And I saw, and one of my friends posted about something, and I saw the men in the comments. It was nothing to do with this. I feel like men are real with each other, and they can't fathom that they switch up on us. And because the men will be like, well, you knew he was trash, because they knew he was trash.
Right.
But they can't see that the person wasn't trash to us until we got far enough to see who they were. And men just don't see that, and they just be like protecting. I guess they just protect each other because people slander men. But men and white people are like the same to me. Like everything bad in this world started with a white man. Sorry,
yeah,
that's really what
it is. What it is.
It is what it is. You can go back to not the start of the world or anything, but like from what our problems are in this country now, and all other countries, and what goes back to a decision that a white man made.
Yep,
it's just crazy. But anyway. I just had to get that off my chest.
James said I'm behind, but what the fuck was we supposed to do with them tiny ass sodas? I said, when I said it, babe, I said, I hope, I know you're behind, so you're going to hear this later. I hope that James is here, because he was so bad. He just kept bringing me the empty sodas. Bring me the can of soda. It was little showed me this. But yes, people are stupid.
Yeah.
And when things like this happen in the world, like, it just shows you where people stand. And I would say my best advice is listen to them. Don't even fight back. Listen to them and get rid of them.
Let them show you who they are.
Yep. And it's the thing you said about we don't be knowing a lot of times. Let them switch up. Don't rush into these situations. Somebody can only hide behind a facade for a little while. Give it 3 months. In 3 months, you will see something. And then you have to make the decision, are you going to listen to something?
And that's why I am highly, I fully believe in planning weddings. I don't believe in going to the courthouse. I believe that planning something with somebody as big as a wedding, even if it's 30 people, planning an event with someone, you can see who somewhat of who they are. Definitely, because you're going to be in a high stress situation, especially the night before, the day of. Like, you need to see what they're capable of, like how they speak to you. Like, are they going to help you? Are they? Because if they're not willing to hang up a few balloons here, they're not going to wash the dishes either. They're not like I know these two don't correlate, but
right. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see them in all different types of situations. That's honestly why I know, like, you know, back in the day, and a lot of people, especially religious people, are on the side of you don't live with somebody until after you get married to them. And I completely get why they feel that way. For me, it's very helpful for me to live with somebody because I can get out of that lease. Like, hey, I can get out of that lease. Let me see what we can do together.
Yeah.
And you learn a lot in different areas of partnership. So I used to feel that same way, and now I'm like, I'm fine with living with somebody. and I did it, and now I'm like, you know what? Okay, we're here. We're doing great. Let's go ahead and progress.
So for me, living with someone, I think it's a definite. Seeing their penis is definite. I don't agree with expecting marriage.
Right.
If you are already living with someone and have that child, because I feel like the person is going to be like, what are we getting married for? Even though there is a point to marriage, but it's all law, it's all government.
Right.
I do feel like people.
It's a business.
It is a business. But I feel like some people are like, why he not marry me? Well, ma'am. Right. Usually a ma'am.
Right.
You gave him everything already.
Right. Like, what do you mean?
So if you do want to get married to someone, I do feel like you should hold off on definitely babies.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely.
I do that I still believe. I do not want to get pregnant until after the wedding. And I want our child to have the same last name that we're gonna have.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand, people have different situations, but just for me, like I will feel like a cohesive little bubble. So
Well, the only person I lived with actually that was I think the first year I was just like, I guess this is okay. I didn't have the problems I don't think that other people had, but I did want to kill him sometimes. I do feel like we definitely have different methods of storing things.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to say it. But having two different rooms is very helpful. Very, very helpful. Yes.
Yeah.
If a married person, when I do marriage counseling, I'm probably going to suggest it.
Right.
No, you don't have to have your own bedrooms. I think you should have your own spaces.
Yeah.
Like this person, like how in movies they be like, he's in his study.
Yeah.
That's what I think men need their own spaces and women need a space to be girly.
I agree.
Yeah.
If we buy a house, like right now we share a studio, and like I use it for my office, and we split. So like half of it is me, and the other half is him, and you can actually completely tell whose is whose. Of course, based on equipment and based on the fact that I'm girly, and like you said, we store things differently. So you can tell whose side is whose. I think if we bought a house, I would want him to have a separate studio that's like completely his creative space. Especially because now like I work for myself, so I'm at home. Like if he came home and I was seeing clients all day, he wouldn't be able to come into the studio. So I want him to have his own space. I would love it if I had my own office.
Who did the mad sign just now?
I would love it if we had our own space for the things that we do. I want to know too now.
I want to know. I think it's James as well.
But yeah, so I agree with you on having your own space of some sort, like a man cave or something.
No, specifically, and people always give men their own space because women usually decorate.
Yeah.
So, because men don't, I won't say men don't usually care about decorations, but in my, I guess in my, what's the word? I haven't seen much of men caring about how the house is decorated. I have not seen that.
Yeah.
The only one person I've seen. Yeah. So only one person, a male, that was like, he had his house like decorated on point. And I was like, oh wow, this is nice. But it is a running joke that men don't really care about decorating, and they be okay with a box mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
But but yeah, so women usually decorate the house, and that's why they always give men.
I definitely asked James before, like, is there any decorating things that you have? Do you care about this? Is there any colors you don't want? I just asked him those questions, and yeah, he didn't really care. He was just like, yeah, we can do, you can do whatever.
Which is good for women,
right? It's that part.
But I've never made anything super girly in the house. But my room is like a girl stays here.
Yes.
Definitely. So let's get into this Heineken that she's not gonna drink.
Not.
But Heineken, I need a brand deal, thanks. So this is Heineken. When I do parties, and that's what I did this Saturday, by the way. I partnered with Sono M Designs, and she did a 13-year-old sneaker ball. It was fabulous. And we had mocktails and cocktails. I had one side was adult, one side was kids. It was pretty cool. And when I do parties for Black people, that's very specific. I always have Heineken and either Corona or Yingling because I don't know. And of course, like Black people love those beers. Like they be going. So Heineken it was created by a 22-year-old named Adrian Heineken in 1864. It is a very, very old beer. Yes, and it's from Amsterdam. Amsterdam always have the best stuff. Dutch people always had like brown beer, so we call it dark beer. Dark beer is top fermented, meaning that the when it's being fermented with the yeast and everything, the yeast rises to the top. Lager is bottom fermented. That's a lighter beer, and the yeast goes to the bottom. That's Heineken. And they wanted to produce it basically, and it got famous in Germany. It's crisp, very crisp. But people like cold, crisp things. Palate is just unmatched. Okay, and and this is like a strand. The Heineken used something called A yeast. They're the first people to do that. It's a strain that's still used today, and it gives it its flavor. Of course, they don't tell you anything about A yeast because they don't want everybody to use it. But it's a very popular beer, and
but definitely the beer that my dad drinks.
See, some people. But we're actually drinking rum and strawberry soda today.
Yes.
But yes, I need a brand deal. Heineken. Thanks. But anyway, today
after dark, put the kids away.
Put the kids. Why do you put the kids away like they are toys?
Put them away.
They're not toys. Today, raise your hand. Let me hear the class. If you ever been to a social club. Okay. What is a social club?
Why I gotta explain it? I don't feel like I can explain it very well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a special type of club where you can have sex. And
she can't explain it well. Want to throw the sex in there?
Oh. You can have sex in certain areas. You can switch with people. You can
So a social club.
Not kick me out the explanation.
For a social club, you're supposed to get clown the sex. You go, it's a membership usually. Most social clubs is a membership because they need to know who you are. Playing that face. You come in there, usually the top, usually you can't see anything physical, anything happening when you go in. It's usually a club. And you go, you can dance, you can eat, you can drink. Some social clubs have bars that you can walk them to. And some social clubs are BYOB, and they do that to avoid any government laws or anything like that. Even though I don't think anything is illegal, what they're doing, but I think they just make sure of it. Because when you get a liquor license, the government can walk into your bar, check, make sure everything's going on, make sure the liquor license.
They try to keep them out.
Yeah, they want to keep them out.
Yeah,
it's very smart actually. I know they come like every 3 months and come make sure we still legit. Okay, and sex. Yes, sex is there. There's and specifically the one in Baltimore in Catonsville. His name is Tabu.
And that's where the title today came from.
Yeah, and it has a cigar lounge that you can go into. It's really tiny. It reminds me of a phone booth, to be honest. And you walk in. There's the bar. You give them your liquor. Give you a number, so you can give them. You always give them your code to get the liquor back, and they mix it with anything.
Right.
So say I had a bottle of Hennessy. I give them the Hennessy. They give me the code 212 to give it to like something you hold, paper or something. When I come back, I give them the code 212, and they say, "Do you want any mixers?" Say pineapple. They take your Henny, mix it with some pineapple. Give you the Henny and pineapple. Put your Henny back on the shelf. So their whole bar is other people's liquors,
right?
And they don't forget. It's all numbered and everything. When the day is over, like 1:45, you go back to the bar and pick up your liquor. If you don't, which a lot of people don't, they don't. It just goes in the trash basically because they can't keep liquor there.
Right.
The other side, when you go, you make a right. That's where the club is. It's cheers everywhere, which is amazing for old people like me. And sofas, chairs, all that kind of stuff. You just pick a seat. You can sit down. There's cages. There's poles. I think the only thing that there will be an indication that it is a sex club is the porn.
That's playing on the screen.
There's porn everywhere. There's porn in the hallways. There's porn in the club.
Right. It's just playing everywhere.
Yes.
But it's a fun experience. Yeah. It's definitely a fun experience. Yeah. And you don't have to have sex, obviously. You could just go to the club part. You could decide I'm going to go to the other part of the club where they do have the sex. But you can only participate with your partner. Like, you don't have to do anything like, you don't have to have people watching you. The doors have locks. So if you don't want somebody to come in, if you don't want people like around with you while you're doing that, you don't have to. So I think it's a cool experience.
It really is a nice experience. And if you're into something like that, I definitely suggest it. This is definitely something for people who is into voyeurism. If you like people watching you, because in Tabu, specifically Tabu, you make a right, you bang that right, and there is a person down the steps, and they'll ask if you want a room. All the rooms are different themes.
It's cool.
You can tell that part. Oh, since she want to talk about sex immediately.
All right, so it's a lot of different rooms, and each room has a theme. So the ones that I remember, because it's been a while since I've been there. There's this one room with this really like high bed. It was crazy, like way high up in the air. They had to climb to get up there. There was a room that had like, it was like a cave. Like a BDSM room. BDSM room. There was one room. Remember we took a nap?
That was the Asian room. It was so relaxed. It's the I think the high bedroom's Asian room, and this the one we took a nap. It's funny enough. It was called the eyes closed room or something like that. Yeah.
And we took a nap.
Yeah.
Because we were tired. We weren't even old. Like, what are we doing? Now I really be taking a nap.
We got a room to take a nap.
You get 45 minutes because people be
right. We took a 45-minute nap.
We did. And then you come in the rooms and there's like condoms in there. And like I said, the doors have locks. Then my favorite room was the room at the very front of the downstairs area, and there's a curtain, and you can either have the curtain closed or you open it. If you open the curtain, everybody that's coming downstairs to like wait for a room because their seats can see you.
They see everywhere. Yeah, they can see you.
And I thought that was so fun.
It's the round bed. And it actually rotates.
Spins, yes.
And you can perform there, basically.
Yeah.
And if you go down, so there's a hallway, like she said. It has chairs and there's TVs, and then there's windows to 3 rooms, and you can see people. I think it's either 2 or 3 rooms. You can open the window and perform,
yes,
or not. You know, it's up to you. There's also codes that Tabu uses if you want someone to join you and you're in the room, because you can go.
And you heathen, because this episode you want to comment on. You don't never be commenting on no other episode. So who else is the heathen? You.
So you can comment on our
But it's been a little bit. You here for this one though.
Oh, I tried to help things. But anyway, you if you open your door, because people can go downstairs, they don't have to have a room. They can just
but
go
you don't
downstairs.
always comment. You multiple comments. And look how early you are. I'm just saying, we're not the only heathens.
But you can go downstairs and not get a room. You can just walk around.
Yeah.
This is one of the codes at Tabu is you can open the door while you're in there having sex. And if your door's open, that means you want people to walk in and can come join you, basically. And if you close the door, obviously you don't want nobody
right
come in. Like she said, you can just take your partner and not play with anybody. You just go get a room, shut the door.
Right. Maybe you just want to go somewhere else and have fun. Like you trying to explore, or maybe you think you want to kind of get into the lifestyle, but you want to see what it's like.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or you get there and you're like, no, everybody.
Right.
Just.
I really don't think I saw that many attractive people there.
Really?
But then I really wasn't paying attention.
We wasn't. We was with each other.
Yeah, we were with each other. We was only switching between ourselves.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really paying attention. And then there's this one room, y'all. It's called the group room.
Yeah.
And if you're in the group room, because there's like 8 beds, I want to say, like 4 on each side.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's 8 beds in there. If you're in that room, you have to be doing something.
Yeah.
You are not there to observe, to watch, because then at that point you just look creepy. Because everybody's having sex and you just sitting on the bed watching. Like, but
there's a window that you can watch.
Yeah, there's a window. But that window will be packed. I mean, people be like this. Now we move to that's how people be in the window. But in the room, you have to be doing something. And y'all, this one time. You know, this one time we in there and we doing our thing because you know we in the group room. And this guy comes in, he said, "Come on, it's going." Like, why are you doing this in the group room?
Can you imagine?
Right, mid-stroke.
I mean, it's like it was packed.
It was packed. All you heard is bin squeaking, moaning, noises. Yeah. People were standing doing. Yeah. And this man walks in.
Carlos. About Carlos. If Carlos was in there, why
you come to the room? Well, why are you trying to call?
What that man need? I want to this day. I want to know what he needed.
And he would not stop. And then the guy, like, the attendants came in and was like, if you're not sucking or fucking, you can get out. Like, and he just had to keep repeating stuff because he was looking for Carlos.
He was. I don't know. Carlos definitely probably left that man.
Yeah, and we left that room after that because it ruined our moment.
Yeah, it did. Oh, we was done after that.
I never will forget Carlos.
It was so fun. I mean, I was.
He said our sound is cutting. Like we cutting over each other.
Oh, probably because we crying, laughing.
Probably.
Can you hear? What was the last thing you heard?
Echo cancellation. Reduce. Automatically adjust volume. Reduce background noise. All right, I'm gonna change it to the computer mic and see if that works better. Let's see. Mic. All right. Is that better? Let us know, Mosin.
Okay. So.
Oh, that's better. Okay, cool. I just switched it to the computer.
Okay, we'll try not to talk over each other. Well, yeah, the guy came in with young Carlos, kind of messed up the mood, but it was packed in there. It was like so many people in there. I think they. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think they were waiting for bids because the people walked like they was kind of standing there. I think they was waiting, but you're not supposed to wait in there, like she said. You have to be performing,
right?
So yeah, when you walk into the group room, there's condoms on every side of the bed.
Right.
It's like a big bowl. So you know how you go into a hotel room and there's a nightstand next to the bed? It's like that. So it's bed, nightstand, bed, nightstand, bed, nightstand. And then they repeat on the other side. And all the nightstands have a big bowl of condoms. Mind you, that people, these bowls do not be getting used. And
no,
this man I went with, he did not even reach up there. I said, because I do not do that.
Yeah.
Do not do that kind of stuff.
Especially if you're in a place like that and you might be switching off and doing stuff like, can you at least, because you wouldn't even be able to track nothing.
Absolutely. You're not even going to track nothing. I said, no. So he turned me off. We didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
He paid for us to get in everything.
Oh, yeah. And that's the other thing. It's not cheap.
No.
It's not cheap. Aubrey said he can hear us just fine. Cool.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not cheap to get in. You pay for the membership. You also pay to get in, like for the night.
But once you pay the membership, it's the weekends.
Yeah.
Once you pay the membership, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But that first time, yes, you're gonna spend like $80 to $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least
first time. And then
men are more expensive.
Men are more expensive, especially if you're single. Also, single men cannot go
by themselves.
Like,
need a sponsor.
If me and Kristen was going, we could bring you.
Right.
But me and Kristen also can't be a couple.
Wait, what?
Yeah. If gay people can come, of course, obviously, but they charge all the women.
Oh, so you can't go as a couple.
No.
That's annoying.
I know it is annoying.
Yeah. So basically, two gay girls should bring two gay guys, and then y'all could just split, but be a couple when you come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The men and women are charged
as
together.
A couple.
Yeah. But they want the women. The women are cheaper though.
Right.
They pay a cheaper fee.
Right.
Because they want the women to come.
Yeah.
I can't remember how people looked, like you said, when we was there, because we were just involved with each other. But when I would go, it would be a very mixed crowd.
Okay.
But like,
I can't remember anybody.
I remember one time, because sometimes I went and I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
We would just be hanging around. Like, it was a bunch of black women, and we all just decided to join forces and just go hang out.
Join forces.
Remember, it was the stripper pole room.
Mm-hmm.
We went in there and just hanging out and drinking. We couldn't do nothing.
Right.
It was just fine. It's just a club,
Yeah.
And you have your choice of what to do.
When you first told me about it, I was like, a place like this exists? Yeah. And when I was looking for like videos for today, of course, there's so many of them, like different states, different places. It's just a thing. And also they have cruises for swingers. So when I searched social club, of course, on TikTok, it was like just giving me like regular social events and social. So eventually, I guess TikTok caught on to what I was looking for, and then they just started giving me like swinger stuff, and I was like, okay, like they were calling them swingers clubs.
Yeah, swingers clubs. Yep. So speaking of that, I'm gonna go through some sex clubs just in case you want to go, but like I don't want to see nobody in Baltimore. I've never ran into anybody, but it happens.
Yeah.
So in Maryland, we do have Tabu Social Club. It's in Kaysville, and then we have the Private Affair in Port Deposit, Maryland. The Private Affair,
that looks
janky.
Exactly, that's the perfect word.
A little janky looking. I have not gone, and a lot of people wanted to go, but we just never planned it. And it just
The
seemed
bed
like
was on the floor.
the bed was on the floor. They just look like they don't change their sheets. That's another thing about Tabu. Once you finish, the sheets just change. Like
It's
that,
very clean.
they change it immediately. That's why they have like a 10-minute window.
Yeah.
So like 45 minutes, 10-minute break, 45 minutes, 10-minute break.
Mm-hmm.
They have to clean the room.
Yeah. They clean, sanitize.
Yeah, it's very clean.
Refill the condoms, even though people don't be using them anyway. The room looks like you're the first one. Right.
You mean look at the condom.
Right. They look at it. Okay, y'all ain't used none.
Yeah.
They make it smell good.
Yeah,
like, you don't smell no sex.
You don't smell sex. You don't smell sex. Yeah. Because, one of the things that I was worried about is somebody's going to be funky. But there's a shower there, too. So
Right.
But and also another rule in Tabu, the men can't go into women's shower, but the women can go into the male shower. Yeah. Anyway, no, I've never smelled anybody funky. That was good. There's another one in Hyattsville called Shadows, and this one has like events. Basically, I'm not sure if this one is a club, but I think they have events. In New York, there's Checkmate. It's an upscale members only club, as they always are. Mm-hmm. Then there's Club Labyrinth, and they host events.
I heard about that one today.
And the Hacienda Villa is a sex positive community space that has workshops, events, and gatherings. Washington, D.C., the Crucible. The Crucible is actually really, really popular because it's dedicated to BDSM. And it's been around for a long time. And they have dance nights and BDSM workshops. Pennsylvania has Saints and Sinners. There is multiple theme rooms like Tabu, and they cater to different lifestyles. Then there's in Philadelphia, they're both in Philadelphia, and that's the Pleasure Garden Club too. Very spacious. Mm-hmm. New Jersey has the Charisma Social Club, spelled with a K, and Lebanon. Georgia has the Trapeze Club. Florida has also a Trapeze Club, and it's the sister to the Atlanta one. And they have the Caliente Club and Resort in Florida, and the Land O'Lakes, Florida. It's a clothing optional resort.
Oh, yeah. If I went to different states, I would definitely want to check out other clubs.
Me too. And that's the ones on the East Coast. There's a lot more, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to travel up and down, those are the ones to go to. Mm-hmm. There's also a whole event in DC that's sex positive that people go to all the time. I do not remember the name, but everybody always like, "Are you going this year?" No, I'm not going.
Oh yeah, I got asked about it last year, and I couldn't go, but I do want to go
eventually. Yeah, it'd be too much. It'd be other stuff going on. Right. Honestly, I think what happens is during convention time, and I can't make it. But
hi, Barry.
Hi. But it's different this year because BlurCon's done.
Right. Right.
So maybe.
And then one year it was the same time as one of my god baby's birthdays, and I couldn't go. It was in early December, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't do this."
Let me find out. I don't remember what the name of it.
Because we should go. Like, I heard it was a good time too. Yeah. So honestly, like, I really liked the experience. Yeah, we did mention Crucible in DC. Yeah. We were just mentioning all of the different places along this coast.
The East Coast, yeah.
Yeah, that like different social clubs.
In case you don't want to go to the one in Baltimore.
Yeah. And it's crazy because every time I've talked about it, like, I've been surprised at how many people say, "Oh, I've been there before." And I'm like, "Oh my God, thank God I didn't run into you."
Thank God I didn't see you, buddy.
I do not want to see you. Like, you don't see me, I don't exist.
Yes. I just have a feeling next time I go, I'm just going to run into somebody.
Yeah.
And I was going most of my 20s. And I didn't run into nobody.
How did you find out about it?
Being a hoe. Somebody's like, "Hey, you want to go to Tabu?" What's Tabu?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see.
It's like a sex convention, right?
It is. It's a convention. Anyway, Play a video while looking for this.
I was about to say, 'cause I was about to start looking to you. All right. Videos. Let's start with this one.
Back at a swingers club.
Hi, I'm Bella.
I'm Jace.
We've been in the lifestyle for 8 years now, and we create content trying to normalize alternative relationships. So a swingers club, firstly, is just a social club. So it's an area that's a safe place where people who are like-minded in the lifestyle can interact and make friends and make connections and talk to each other. So first, it is a normal social dance club. Some clubs may have on-premise playrooms, and so that would be where the big difference comes in. And so some clubs do have areas where you can do fun activities there, but first it's just a normal club where you're gonna go in, you're gonna see people just talking and making conversation and making connections.
And just remember, it's not a place that you're going to feel pressure to do stuff. If someone happens to try to pressure you, that is a very abnormal thing there, and that's the kind of couple that should not be allowed at the club. So it just feels like a very safe place where you can be yourself, express yourself, and make a lot of like-minded friends.
So I just started with that as an intro, but we, of course, already explained what it is. But yeah, so it's pretty much the same across the board from what I saw today. Like generally there's an area where you're just like, you know, hanging out, dancing, whatever. It might be some porn on the screen, but it's not really.
It will be porn on the screen.
Yeah, but you're not having sex unless there's a special night. Sometimes they have special nights where you can do it anywhere.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Yes.
You are not allowed to have sex up there.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like you have to be normal. And the sex happens downstairs. Tabu specifically has a night where it's called AA. Anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
You can have sex anywhere. And that is a specific night. But if they do catch you, I don't know what happens if you get caught having sex up there. I believe you have to be on like your third offense for something serious to happen. But I think they do just tell you can't do that. But
yeah, Exotica. We found it
too.
Exotica.
Yeah.
Barry said he saw people and it was so bad he had to cover his face. Please.
No, it depends on who it is. Like if I run into somebody and I'm like, we cool, like, but
it depends what type of cool.
Like, it's like what type of cool, really. Like if it's a family member, I'm leaving.
No, I'm never coming back, and I'm probably never going to see them again. It's like I don't exist anymore. Then I'm like, what if it's like an awkward situation, like it's somebody you used to mess with, but like they with somebody else and I don't know.
I was thinking that if it was somebody I messed with, I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
because you already knew.
you know who I am. Or like somebody you really want, but they're there with somebody else, like maybe a past situation. Like, what if I saw that man? That woman. If I saw that woman husband, I'm like, oh, hello. I start running. You ain't see me.
What if you saw that woman husband and he not with her?
I don't even have time to ask no questions because why are you here? I would want to ask so many questions. Yeah.
Terrible. But it is called Exotica, EXXXOTICA Expo in Washington, D.C. Yes, it's a sex positive expo.
Barry said, me and another dude who used to hang around 719 was there. And I was like, we don't see each other. All right. He agreed and we kept it moving.
No. Who was it, Barry?
Does the name start with an M?
What if they see you doing yikes?
No, I get it. You leave your door open because you want somebody to come play and it's the wrong person that enters the room.
The wrong person. What if, and then you like, what you supposed to do? Stop playing?
Wait, who is it, Barry? Start with a T. Well, I'm slow right now. Who start with a T?
Me? I have no idea. Okay, so I have some questions.
Yes.
What is your personal code of conduct when you enter a sex club? That's a good question.
I like to I like to warm up first. So
Okay.
definitely want some alcohol. Probably want to dance a little bit, explore that part of the club. And then I like to be watched. I'm perfectly fine with that. I think it's fun. I have not switched with people I don't know. But I have no problem with going with a group of people that I would switch with so that we can switch among each other. I'm not really sure how I feel about switching with people I don't know, because like especially in this day and age, like I don't know, people be nasty and dirty, but
It's nasty and dirty.
But wanted to be nice, sent it to your phones. Oh,
you know what?
That doesn't surprise me.
That doesn't surprise me at all. And I am probably the reason he was there.
I would be like, ew, and walk away.
Oh my goodness. But anyway.
Yeah. So that's how I feel. Like I'm definitely down to switch among friends. Even if it's not somebody I've had that experience with. If we talk and we like, hey, y'all want to do this? All right, we're gonna go and have a good time. I'm fine with that.
I'm trying to get a group of friends to go. That's what my current thing is.
Yes.
But I feel like people have been saying they want to go, but when it's time to go, they're like people are so scared because they don't
get it together.
People are scared because they don't know what to expect.
Right.
But I feel like they think that we're going to do something. No, I'm not sleeping with my friends. That's not going to happen. I want to just go to a party with you.
Yeah. Yeah. See me, I'm like, I'll sleep with my friends. It's fine. It depends on the friends.
It depends on the friend.
Because some people, then no.
Yeah. If certain people say that they want to go, and I don't see them in that way, we're going to a party.
Right, Liz.
I know. I'm trying.
Over there to hit her back.
I'm trying. We're just going to a party. But if it's somebody I'm interested in,
right?
What if they're not interested in you? That's what I'll be thinking about.
I feel like you have to have the conversation beforehand.
What
are we doing? Why are we going here? Are we just like hanging out?
What are we?
What's going on? Or do you want to like do stuff? Or like I also am fine with sex in the same room. So like maybe we don't switch. Maybe it's not like that. But there's not very many friends that I would care about if we had sex like in the room where you can watch. Yeah, maybe it's that.
It's called a choker for a reason.
Maybe the room where they can watch with the curtain and stuff. Maybe like I go with people and we don't necessarily switch, but we have sex in the same space and are watched. Like I don't think I would care.
And some people I just do. Some people I just do care about.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely go with you. But we're not having sex.
I don't want to watch you.
I don't want to watch you or nothing.
Yeah, I don't care about that. It might be some people I'm like, I could have done without that visual.
Some people just more your family than anything.
Oh yeah, if it's like if it's family, like there's certain people I call my family. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
But other people, I'm just like whatever. I don't care.
Like what Jasmine wanted.
No, I would not go. Me and Jasmine would not even be in that place at the same time. Because that's literally like you're my sister.
Yes.
And then I will also be ready to fight people. Like,
what if they do something?
If they come towards her.
And then we blocked. Very blocked from Tabu. Jasmine had to do something today, so she's not here. But she would have cracked up.
Yes.
But okay, I have some questions. Another question. Oh, for me, my personal code of conduct, and y'all, and you guys, when we do question time, put the conversation up there. When we do question time, we always want you guys to answer too.
Yes.
Because we always read your responses.
Yes, please participate, guys.
Participate. So if you went into a sex club, a social club, what would be your personal code of conduct when you enter? Like, what would you want to do first? What would you want to happen first? Me personally, I just like to drink first.
Yeah, that's
me. I want to loosen up. Like you said, dancing. And Tabu, you can go and actually get on stage. They don't care about that kind of stuff. They do have performance sometimes, but a lot of times you can just go up there and dance.
Yes, Angelo.
So Tabu, I've never had a problem with anybody like following rules.
Right.
It's just a certain. They always say,
James, there has to be applesauce.
From all the years, the 10 years that I've been at Tabu, they always had crab dip.
Oh my God. One day it was really good, right? So we went and we got a room. We stayed for the whole weekend and we went back. And then the second day the crab dip was nasty. Remember, it was all salty.
Because they keep it.
Yeah,
they
like,
make
y'all,
it that Friday. And then they keep it that
Saturday. Friday was way better.
Oh, yeah.
Friday. And you know what I'm realizing in my older age? I enjoy Friday club scene way more than Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday's too many people, too much crowd. I enjoy the Friday night hangouts. And it gives me 2 days to recover. I know you're different. You don't get because you got to work the next day.
I have to work the next day. And that's why I hate work going out on Friday. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Friday.
Soda. Add some soda to this.
No.
Just put some color. Just a little color.
It's me. Of course. You're always surprised when I make y'all drinks.
Right.
You think I'm going to make it like I usually make drinks? For those people? My customers get the legal amount of alcohol.
Yeah, and then so yeah, don't get lulled. I know we off topic for a second. Don't get lulled into a false sense of security if you go see her at work. Because you're gonna be like, oh, they're good regardless. Oh, these drinks, okay, I can have a few of these. Yeah. I can just come to a party at a house. Come on, crawling, can't see.
You think you can drink like right. you could at least bake shop.
No, can't. It's two different drinks.
Different drinks. I make black owned drinks. Okay.
Yeah.
I make white owned drinks at least.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah, so that's my code of conduct. How do you like to be approached or not approached on play night? Or when you're downstairs in playroom?
I've never been approached because we were always all together.
How do you like to be? I don't know. Think about it. How would you guys like to be approached by someone? Say if you're a guy, if you like women, she's hot, she's your type. How would you want her to approach you? If you like men, how would you like him to approach you?
Lake said last words always, this not that strong. This ain't doing shit.
That's how you activate the alcohol.
Right. This tastes like juice.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I would personally just like to have my door open, like if I was in a room and have them come in, because then it's already established that I would want them to come in. But then I'd be worried that, like, what if they come in and I think they ugly?
Look what James said, but yes.
I can't take him seriously. Like, what if I'm in a room and I open the door and me and a person, like, let's just say 2 women, like, we're doing something and we open the door. And the guy comes in, and we want guys to come in because the door is open. But then they come in and it's ugly.
It's ugly.
It's ugly. Why would I say it like that, y'all?
When y'all came in and it's ugly, it's just ugly in there. Oh God!
I think it's easier if I walk into a room and the person is ugly. I can just turn around.
Yeah.
But what if we are in the room, and they walk in, and they're ugly?
Yeah.
Now that's how you believe.
How are you supposed to know?
And what am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to just tell you to leave? Like, oh, never mind. I'm changing my mind. Like,
I've been in that situation before.
Do you just do it?
Yeah, you just do it.
I figured. I knew
you
were supposed to do that.
It's like, hey, everybody been so nice. Here's the thing about swingers. They are statistically the most cleanest and nicest when it comes to that kind of stuff because they're in the lifestyle. Right. So everybody's personality is generally okay. There's always you always go on and have somebody that come in and they just so annoying and they're like, oh, you obviously not a real swinger.
Yeah.
You just here because you want to have sex.
Right.
Most swingers are in they know how to curate their personality to this setting. So usually their personalities are okay, like good.
Yeah.
So you're just like, yeah, you ugly, but
They don't care about stuff like that because
Yeah,
they're just there. We're just having fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the mindset that I would have to get into.
Okay, most at flirtations, fun, playful approach, and asked about if I want to play. Okay,
Yeah.
So you would want somebody to say you want to play. So that's basically when you go, that is the code. You say, would you like to play? And if you see a couple, you ask them, do y'all want to play?
Mm-hmm.
And usually you're in the club room, and that's when you're scoping out everybody.
Right.
And you walk up to them. It's so scary though. Like, what if they say no?
Right. I think I would be like, I would ask them if they wanted to if I wanted to ease it in and see if they wanted to do something, I might go up and ask somebody if they wanted to watch me play with myself or something to invite them.
Oh, that's smart.
And then if they want to, cool. If not, or I'll be like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be in this room. And then
that's smart.
Yeah, because then it gives them the opportunity. Do you want to or do you?
Yeah, if they, you can be like, I'm going to be in the bondage room. I'm going to be in the Asian room. I'm going to be
my time starts at this time, and then they can decide if they want to come.
Yeah, the problem is you can't be like, my time starts. You don't know when your
time.
Oh
yeah, they just call you whenever.
Yeah, but you could be like, if you get your room,
right, then go upstairs.
Then go upstairs.
Be like, I'm gonna be in such and such room. Meet me in 5 minutes if you want.
Yeah,
and then
that's smart. I never think about that.
I think that would be my approach.
Yeah.
A little bit of cute and flirty, and a little bit of still kind of shy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is. You're not listening to light skins. But anyway,
ew.
What?
Never.
Me, honestly, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But usually someone just asking, do you want to play, is normal for me. One time, I have so many stories. One time I was on in the group room, and the guy that I was with, I think one time I was with a guy, he got sick. Mm-hmm. So he left the room. I was on, and a couple was like, is anybody on the bed with you? And I was like, no, because I was just in the group room just by myself at that point, because I thought that he was coming back.
Right.
And he did eventually come back, but I was waiting for him, and they got on the bed. And then one thing led to another. They was like, do you want to play? And I was like, yeah. So that's what happened. But that was fun. But I think that you definitely have to say those words to me.
Right.
Right. The couple that I ended up playing with, they actually were my tour guide.
Oh.
But I didn't even need them. So I came in, and that's another thing about Tabu, they give you a tour. They give you a tour, but I obviously didn't need a tour after a while. So they was like, do you want a tour? I was like, no, I can show my friend. It was my friend. And I showed him around. Like I said, you can walk around the whole place
right
without them. And I showed him, and they were like, that's the tour guides. They basically ended up in the room with us.
Right.
Which is funny. So what's the green flag that makes you feel safe playing with someone?
A green flag that would make me feel safe. Well, one, them actually trying to use protection it would make me feel safe, because a lot of them do not. I feel like somebody that I can tell cares about what I'm getting out of the experience would make me feel safe. Because, some people, they just they're just trying to get theirs, and I get that. But somebody that's going to make sure that you're enjoying yourself too.
Yeah.
That's definitely a green flag.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the protection is me. Because if you reach for protection, that means that you make good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is very important. Because the HIV is rampant.
Right.
And it's that part. And it's not even honestly, the HIV is scary, but herpes? Yeah. It's not for me. None of it is for me, to be honest.
Right.
And anybody that has that, I'm so sorry. But It's not for me, and I don't want to try to get that at all.
Yeah.
So prevention is very, very important. Are you a voyeur, an exhibitionist, or both? I think we already said this.
I like people to watch me.
Does that mean you're an exhibitionist? Exhibitionist, or are you a voyeur?
Voyeur watch is I like to watch. I don't know if I have a thing about watching other people.
Are you an exhibitionist? Does that mean that you like being watched?
Voyeur.
What is the meaning? Somebody tell us.
Okay, voyeurism or being voyeuristic is getting pleasure from watching others. So I'm not that. So I would be an exhibitionist then.
I guess it would be you want. They don't really state it.
Yeah, it says so. Compulsion to display other intimate body parts or behave sexually in public. So yes.
Okay.
I would be what most said. So I don't like to watch others. I mean, I don't mind. I don't care. It doesn't do anything for me. But I like to be watched. Yes. I enjoy people watching me. I like to perform. It's a show. I'm acting.
Barry said you like to be watched.
Yes.
Mo said the door thing is fine. Okay. Right. Okay. Protection if they laugh or playful, affectionate, within reasonable levels, consider it. Okay. I like that. How do you decide? I think I'm not either one of them. I don't think I care enough. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I think I am an entertainer.
Yeah.
That's what it is. How do you decide when you're in the mood to play versus just watch and vibe?
I'm sorry. I was looking at James comment. How y'all teaching without the terms do the math? Oh, leave us alone.
Yes. Anybody bring up the exhibitionist? I know what a voyeur is.
Oh, what was your question?
Oh,
this black-owned drink over here.
I know. How do you decide when you're in the mood to play versus just watch and vibe?
I think I have to fill out like the vibes when I get there. Because I remember, when we went to 2 nights, one night we were very heavily like playful. And then the other night we were really chilling. We went to sleep. So I think I have to feel the vibe of what it's like there and also whoever I go with, like what vibes they have and kind of go off of that.
I think vibes is very important. And I like same thing, energy. Just need to know what energy we're going with. Yeah. But I also feel like if I go in there, that is my goal.
Right.
I'm not going to go if I feel like I'm just about to watch and vibe. But sometimes it just happens that way. Yeah.
And most said easy. I'm always in the mood to play. Pretty much something interesting needs to be going on for me to watch. I would want to watch if it was more than 2 people. I think I would enjoy that because it's not something like I don't want to watch something regular that I could see if I turn on my TV. Yeah. Like if I want to watch, it has to be something extravagant. I feel like an orgy or something. I would watch that.
Yeah. Oh, we probably could have if Carlos wasn't trying to be family. He wasn't trying to be being looked for.
James said, "How many bottles did I bring in with me?" That's a good point. Bottles. Hey, Talisa. We are talking about social clubs, so places like Tabu,
the private
clubs, swingers clubs. Yeah. So we're just talking about that and our personal experiences with them. I think drinks definitely play a part, especially for people that might be more shy. That's exactly what we said. When we get there, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drink. So I was a member too. It expired now, but yeah, I was a member.
Yeah, I've never seen someone triple scissor for real without it seeming clumsy, and that would be interesting to see in person. Okay,
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I think Tabu was great too.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't been to any other ones, but from even looking at pictures of other ones, and I was like, no, because that other one here, when we were trying to decide, all right, we're gonna go to Tabu, we're gonna try this new place, and the beds was on the floor, It just didn't look good. Like Tabu's rooms were all themed and different. And this place, y'all, it was like each room just was a bed on the floor.
Also, you're not allowed to take pictures in Tabu. So you can probably find some pictures, but it'll be like really, it's like, you're not allowed to take pictures and video in Tabu. It's a very secret thing.
Right.
Like, also, it's behind a 7-Eleven around the corner. You got to get lost to find it.
Honestly, I don't live far from there now, like from that area. And I could not tell you how to get there. Because, of course, when we went, I wasn't driving, so I didn't commit it to any memory. And I'm like, how did I even get there? Like, what? You just
gotta go down the alley. You got to go around the 7-Eleven, down the alley, turn around.
Yeah, no.
And then you have to look for it.
Right. It's one of them, like, the crazy thing is sometimes they hide stuff in plain sight, but this is actually hidden, actually hidden.
Yeah, actually hidden. There's a sex club like we talked about in Florida. I think that's probably somebody who's been in Tabu said is way better than Tabu. And I want to go to that.
All right, so next time we in Florida, I do want to check different ones out. Tanisa said the ones in DC and Waldorf, no. Yeah, like Tabu just is it's so clean. It's just put together. I mean, it's been years, of course. But
it's still the same.
Okay.
It's a little cleaner now because of COVID.
Right. Because last time we went was before that.
Yeah. Because of COVID. So you gotta do hand sanitizers and all that kind of stuff now.
And the fact that it survived COVID is great.
It did survive COVID.
Yeah.
How do you initiate consent conversations in a sexy low pressure way? And I think you already explained that. And I think that your way is good.
Yeah, I think that's man, if I go back. She said they even updated the showers.
Oh, good.
Okay. Yeah. So for anybody that wasn't here, I said my idea if I wanted somebody to play or if I was interested in somebody, I would get a room and then, if they're upstairs dancing or just like not at that specific wherever they are, I see somebody I'm attracted to, I just let them know, hey, I'm in such and such room if you want to come in. And then I just go back in the room. If they come in, then I know they ready. If they don't come in, they're not interested. And then just leave it at that.
I'm just laughing like, how long you gotta wait?
Right.
You only get the room for 45 minutes.
Right. Like, all right. If they're not here in 5 minutes, I'm going to go find the next person.
Like, oh, you need to follow me.
Right. You need to follow immediately if you're ready.
Wait in the room for them.
Right. Yeah, you can't be taking too long. Won't have that long. Unless you get one of them good nights where like it's not too many people and then you can get the room again. But a lot of times it's people ready for the
Fridays.
Yeah.
You can get the room multiple times. Saturday, you better get in there while you can.
Saturday, you'd be lucky if you even get a room.
Yeah.
This would be so long to sign up. Yeah.
You gotta put your name on immediately. Miss Richard. What? And then you're not in there.
Right. And then walking like, she said this room. I would be so irritated. Like, how do you get Asian room mixed up with BDSM room mixed up with, they're just so different.
The rooms are numbered. So that's dumb.
You could just say I'm in room number.
Yeah. So that is dumb if they. That is so funny.
Yeah. See, I like that. She said, I met a girl in the bathroom. She complimented me and asked me to join her and her dude. Yeah. Yeah. I've never been like without a person. I think when you're there with like a guy or, a couple or whoever you're there with, sometimes people won't approach you because they're with somebody else.
Oh, no, they don't care.
They don't care? Okay.
No. They just see a girl. Like I was with someone and there was this white lady. She had she had a boob job and I wanted to touch her boobs. So I asked her and she said yes. So like
not a care in the world.
No, I didn't care. She was like, do I was with my dude. No. But and then I was also with this other young lady, her guy, and I had a guy. And she couldn't play at the moment, but we just hung out. She was so cool, and they took us home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he couldn't drive. We was drunk.
Oh man.
So they ended up taking us home, But yeah, she couldn't. She just was there for vibes.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
didn't want to do nothing, but she was fun.
Tanisha said, "I'll never take a guy again. The stage fright was real. He didn't do nothing, wasting my sponsorship."
Oh my God, that happened to me. But yes, that happened to me. Sometimes guys just they get. Oh my God, they can't
Performance
perform.
anxiety.
That happened to me. But like I said, he had a good personality.
You know that kind of happened to us when we went.
Yeah, that happened to us here. It's too many people around.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't want to pull it out, and then when they do, they can't do nothing with it.
Right. It's just there.
That's what I said. I hate to be a guy. I mean, all I got is just a hole.
Right. Hey, if it's not loosening up, we just put some lube in there.
Yeah.
Like, but
And
yeah.
I hate to be a guy. Y'all got too much going on, like, but sometimes guys really they just gotta put it out their head. But I would say just go in the room, close the door.
Right. Like ain't nobody else here.
Yeah.
Now if you in the group room and people start yelling about Carlos, then that's a different story. I was so irritated. Like this is not the place for you to be searching for somebody.
Yes. What's one thing people should ask before touching or engaging with you in the club? Do you have STDs?
Right. Let me see your full panel. Like what? That's the first thing. Pull out my chart.
My chart.
Like what are you talking about? Besides that, 'cause I feel like that was the obvious one. Is there any place you don't want to be touched?
My feet.
Anything you're uncomfortable with? She's gonna say, let me see the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because that's the obvious answer. Oh, by the way, Tanisha, ordered your book today. It's on the way. So I will be reading your book soon. I can't wait. Yes.
What book?
She wrote a book.
Send it to
Don't
me.
touch my booty.
Your booty? Oh, well. My feet. That would make me kick you right in the face.
Yes.
I'm
I'll send it to you.
What about you?
What? Just I would. My thing is more so asking is there anywhere they don't want to be touched, because I'm down.
That's
for
smart.
I'm down for whatever. So, is there anywhere that you don't want to be touched? Is there anything you don't like?
That's smart. I don't never ask those kind of things.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, me either. I don't like the anal either. It's not for me. I tried.
They gotta have the right equipment, because if they too big, it's real tough.
Right.
I'm game. Probably don't touch my hair if I don't know you. Oh,
Right.
Don't touch my babe. If you with a girl and she touch your hair, you gonna smack her? Just gonna knock her out right in the
Right. Like what you about to do?
You gonna knock her off the high bed?
Not the high. That high bed. That was a fun room, but
Yeah.
I kept thinking I was gonna fall off.
That high bed got steps. That's how high it is.
Right. You got to be specific. They will pee on you. Yeah, no, I don't want none of that. No water sports. No water sports.
If somebody pee on me, that'll be the last time Tabu see me. Oh.
Yeah, so I ordered it.
That's nice.
Yes.
That'll be
The high bed was too much. Right.
It's a lot.
You said damn, never anal.
Have you ever used a safe word or non-verbal signal in the club? What works best for you?
I never used one because I feel like when I went, y'all know me.
Yeah.
So I don't think I had to. There was no reason. I've never really. Have I ever had to use a safe word? This makes me sound crazy, y'all. I don't think I've ever had to use one.
I've never had to use one. I always made one when we were playing that kind of way, but it's never been stopped or anything like that. It's always been a color.
Yeah.
Yeah. But mine would definitely be like red or purple or something like that.
Justin said he can't have all the hair. Say don't touch.
You don't let nobody touching his hair.
Oh, Tanisha said never use one, but they had one with me. It was a dominant session.
Oh.
Yeah, if you in a dominant session, definitely. Mostly, yes, I can consent. It's mine.
No, he ain't never like nobody touching hair. You knew that.
And did I listen? That's terrible.
He always been like that.
He's like, no. I'm like, well, wait, let me touch it real quick.
That's energy.
Yeah.
What do you do if you see some? What do you do if you see someone breaking consent or making someone uncomfortable? I have a story.
First of all, they need to get out. His safe word was shark. So that's what taboo is. Yes, that is what taboo is.
So, I never been in an actual situation where someone was breaking consent at taboo.
Here's your mic.
Mm-hmm. But there was a guy, like I said, some people get invited. Some guys get invited, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't know about the swinger lifestyle. They're not respectful. We don't do all that here.
Right.
Okay. And, you know, some people just want to be thugs and come in and be like, oh, this taboo, right? Some people, you know, you take them out the ghetto, but they still ghetto.
Yeah.
Taboo is not nowhere. Yeah. Taboo is not ghetto at all.
No.
Okay. So, of course, we're still in Baltimore, so they're going to come in. Mm-hmm. He got kicked out immediately. As soon as he started acting crazy. No, Taboo did not play. And they'll have your picture in front. Mm-hmm. It'll be right in the back in the office.
Like, you can't come in. You're banned.
Banned immediately.
Ban everything.
Email everybody.
Most of them snatching things up and filming from my OnlyFans page.
Yeah, I've never experienced that either, but I've seen it happen. I haven't personally experienced it. But yeah, like I said, this is Baltimore County. Even though it's the county,
yeah, people still
gonna come in.
As soon as people get word of something, that's why it's like not a lot of people know about it. Mm-hmm. But now, of course, I've seen now more people know what it is. They talk about it, but a lot of people haven't been. They're just like, oh, I heard it's a sex club. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the reason the costs can be kind of high. They're trying to keep the riffraff out,
right? And they do a pretty good job. I mean, I never had a bad experience in the times we went.
Right, me neither. I've never had a bad okay, I'm lying, but Taboo didn't do it. I had a bad experience. This guy, remember the guy I said that got sick?
Yeah.
He actually, okay. The couple that I found, they took me home, but he wasn't there. I just realized. He got sick and left me.
Right.
Yeah. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
He left me there. So I was like, I told the couple, I was like, he's gone. His car's going, everything's good. And they just took me home.
That's crazy. He just left you. Like, I understand you're sick, but you need to say something.
He was too drunk. Because he ended up talking to me later. And he was like, oh God, I was so sick. I was so drunk. All I could think was just get in a car and go home. I said,
that's the worst thing.
You shouldn't have drove. He said, I know. I ended up going to his house actually. But I don't know where he at now.
Right. Oh. And the real part is I go to chill, the club part. Yeah, we talking about that earlier. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes, you just want to see the vibe, go listen to the music.
Yeah.
When I first walked in, I just remember the first time we went, I was like porn on the screen. It was just porn everywhere. And we was just hanging out upstairs for a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay. It was cages. I was like, this is nice.
It is nice.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you debrief or decompress after a night of intense play and connection?
The debrief. You mean like if I'm with, like if I go with somebody or like if I go by myself?
I think the question is asking after a BDSM section.
Oh,
we talk about BDSM. So
you definitely have to have you have to have somebody that is, what's the word?
We talk about Justine. It smells fine. It's actually, it's nice. Mm-hmm. It don't smell like sex.
Yeah, it doesn't smell at all. Mm-hmm. You have to have somebody that's like willing to kind of help you come down from it. I feel like that makes the experience. Because some people don't do the like afterplay. Like people think about foreplay, but they don't think about like the aftercare, the afterplay, and all of that. Like you got to bring somebody back down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If it's a BDSM session specifically, just make sure they feel safe. But normally I would be the person that would have to feel safe because I am not the dominant. So generally, I guess they would have to do that for me. And I've only been with one person in my whole relationship where I was comfortable doing that stuff, relationship career, that didn't make me feel safe after. There was no aftercare.
Really?
And that's because like afterwards, they just was worried about themselves.
Oh,
so
wow.
They just was like,
Oh. That's crazy.
But other than that, I was dealing with this one guy, and he was a dom, and it was too intense for me, but not too intense like it was. I wasn't like upset or anything. It's just it made me mad because he had like, you can't do this to me. Like, you know, I like to not How I Met Your Mother reruns. I like to give head, and he had instructions like you can't do it. Like he would stop me from doing it, and you know I really like to do it, so it just was very intense. But he was cool. I just had to stop messing with him because I was like, "You're not letting me do the things I like to do." But he was dominant.
Okay, yeah. That's nice.
If I were to have a BDSM session, powers, please, Mo.
Mo said parallel play, movies, nightcapish, activities to mellow up. Okay. How I Met Your Mother reruns is hilarious. I think I would choose Big Bang Theory if I was to watch a TV show.
I can't with y'all. My aftercare is a shower, silence to let them calm down, and a good rub down with peroxide and Neosporin.
Neosporin? What you doing?
He be tearing them up. And you know what's crazy? When we did an After Dark episode at Albion, I said we needed to bring her for an After Dark episode. We still do.
Yeah,
we need to have you for an After Dark episode. Peroxide and Neosporin. I need the tea on that one.
Might need my arthritis medication now.
Right. Big Bang works as well. She said his back was tore up.
Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish you could bring in. I mean, you can bring your whole bag of things. They have a locker. Oh, they have a locker too that you can put.
They have the
stuff
smoke
in.
room.
I said that. Okay, the smoke room is there. But they have lockers that you can put your stuff in. And I was thinking, candles, but I don't know. I think you can use it in. I don't know. I think they don't like that kind of stuff.
So dangerous. Nothing to burn, like their place to burn down.
Yeah, and also wax to get onto their sheets and stuff.
Yeah,
but
see, I like watching people do that. Like I wasn't, you know, I wasn't into the receiving of the pain, but I used to like to watch you and Mo do certain stuff like the candle wax. I was like, oh, this is nice to watch. You did that? Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, look at us.
I was too afraid to pour it. I didn't want it on me. But I was like, I'll watch.
Surprisingly, I am also afraid. But I don't get it poured on me.
Yeah, I don't want it poured on me.
Gets it poured on him. I don't like
enjoy watching it.
I don't like the pain thing.
Yeah. Right, Aubrey.
People are definitely not careful enough.
Yeah. Next thing you know, a curtain be burnt down, a playroom be messed up, the bed on fire.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
The massage wax is not hot long. Yeah, I did hear about that.
More don't like the massage wax
because it's not hot.
That's
a masochist.
He said it's not hot enough.
I remember that's what I think I ended up watching. Well, no, you did the candle too, but then you had that. You was like, it's not that hot, and I was like, no,
it's not. It's not. I like to try it on myself. I don't like candle wax.
Yeah,
it's too hot. It burns you immediately, and then I do. It's just messy and nice. Okay, you like it.
It's still nice.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about making, or not thinking about it. I am going to make.
Here we go.
I am going to make the candle because I already make candles.
Right.
But I just don't know where to incorporate that in yet.
A BDSM shop.
Please. I just don't know. I mean, I guess I can put it on my website, but
true.
I would need other stuff, and I don't know if I'm into that yet.
Yeah. I used to have remember my big bag of toys? I do not have that. I got rid of most of them when I moved.
Okay.
But I still have a little bag. I just was like, I need to downsize because some of that stuff was so old, it was time to get rid of it. And I was just keeping it because it was like, oh, I remember when I used to use this. So I have a little bag now, but I do want to expand my collection again and get back into doing stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. What kind of scene or play to watch or participate in do you like? What's your scene?
I don't know if I have a scene. I feel like I would like to watch things that are not like I said, I don't want it to be like vanilla. Like I want to watch things that I either haven't experienced or haven't ever seen. So like new things.
Okay.
And that's why I thought the candle wax was like cool because I'd never seen it done. She said, "Oh, Findom, yeah." Oh my gosh, TikTok lately with the people posting about the Findom and the pigs. Yeah, I think she need to come on here.
What? You be degrading? Are you?
Oh yeah, she's in it. I've seen some of the videos.
What's the
I've seen the OnlyFans.
OnlyFans? Put your OnlyFans in the chat.
I've seen it all.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I saw that on TikTok about the like people trying to get into the lifestyle and get into the pay pigs and everything. I'm like, oh, this is circling back around, and people talking about fat life and all this stuff. I'm like, listen, y'all wasn't here. Y'all was too young years and years ago.
Yeah, I did the Findom thing when I was 26 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm not mean enough. I'm not a mean person, so it didn't work out for me. The one guy that I had, he was nice, but I just
you're not mean enough.
I wasn't mean enough. I'm not mean.
Yeah, no. So Tanisa, she will post like her some of the threads of the conversations and the stuff she says to them. I'm like, ooh.
Make you blush?
And it'd be real. Like, I'm like, you know what I said about people before. Like, if you're dominant and you're not real, I can sense that it's not real and I'm not paying no mind. But when she do it, I'm like, oh, she mean that. Like, you better send her this money. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I only got $400.
Yeah, assertive tone. Exactly.
I don't have an assertive tone.
Yeah.
Nobody,
baby boy.
Baby boys, all I do is laugh. Nobody's taking me seriously.
Right.
So I think my favorite scene, I like comedy. To be honest, if I'm looking at porn, I actually look at funny stuff. Like there's a couple porns that I like. There's this one that they're having sex on a bed, and her heel comes off, and it just bounces around.
You would like that.
Like stupid stuff.
And it's crazy because I remember, back when we was messing with the other member, and he hated the comedy part. But we were like, we having fun.
Yeah, I like fun and laughing and stuff. And they tell me their mother was terrible. Oh no!
Yeah, because that's how they relate to that.
Oh no! Trauma.
Hey, that's a lot of times people like stuff like that because of the trauma behind it.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. We talked about this, but the chat can answer. If you if you have been to Tabu, or if you would like to go to Tabu, do you think you prefer a private room, a semi-public space, or a fully open play area? And it doesn't have to be Tabu, just any sex club.
Yeah, if you went to a sex club. And the ones who have, I need to live up to Dad's expectations. I've done them all. I prefer, I kind of mentioned this earlier. I prefer to be watched, but I don't necessarily always want to play with other people. So I like rooms where a window can be open, a curtain can be open, and I can put on a show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it depends on who I'm with. Also, it depends on the time of the day. If I come in, so Tabu opens around 10 or 11 or 9. I can't remember.
It's been too long.
And if it's really early, I think I want to get warmed up with the person. So it will be closed, and then like gradually let's go into the open space.
Yeah. It does depend on who, because you're not about to embarrass me when people can see me. So certain people, I want to keep them private. But if you're a good performer and we about to put on a show, like open that curtain.
Open the curtain.
And then the bed just be spinning around. So I remember I remember being, of course, on all fours, and we were going, and then I opened like my eyes, and we were towards the back, like the bed is fun. And then I opened my eyes again, and I was just like looking at the crowd, like, oh, okay.
I was doing it again.
Right. Wait, Aubrey called me. I'm surprised that you would be a cuck.
I'm not.
Maybe it's just me. Yeah.
I enjoy watching cuck stuff. I also, if there's a female version, I would be a cuck too. I guess there is a female version.
Yeah, I guess.
But I would do that.
That's
too.
interesting. I don't know if I'm into.
But you don't care about. It doesn't turn you on to watch your partner.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
It don't. Yeah, it don't bother me, of course, but it doesn't. It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
But
it does something for me.
I don't know. It depends on who. If it's two people I'm into, like I'm not gonna say no.
I was gonna say. I wanted to say a name real quick.
I've kind of had the experience.
Yeah,
2 times with the same. Never mind. If it was that person,
cut it off. Cut it.
Right. We no more live. If it was that person and a guy I liked, then yes, I would be very turned on by it because I like watching that specific person.
Okay.
And then I just like watching people that like are into it. So
train.
Wives pay for me to train their husbands.
What? Elaborate.
That that sounds fun.
Yeah, I would definitely do be a girl cuck. But my husband, if I was to do that, I feel like he would need such a detailed description of this girl, and he would need to meet her and all this stuff. He's not like me at all. Like, he's not just gonna have to sleep with anybody at all.
Oh, I like that. I like that, Tanisha.
Oh,
I would watch something like that. I mean, clearly that ain't happening with the one I'm with. He's probably gonna jump over here like, don't get no ideas. But
Justin said private, probably shy and super silly when I'm uncomfortable. Okay.
I'm nosy AF, so I'd be watching everything. You know what? Because like, I used to do that kind of stuff, like the butt stuff. But I'm fine if I don't do it, but I think it'll be cool to watch it.
You want me bad? I'm older than you. You want me? Oh yeah. I do like. So I like gay men together because I like men and I like girls. So I watch gay. I watch lesbian and gay.
I watch lesbian, but I don't watch it.
Yeah, because I don't care. So that would probably be cool to watch. But it's not on my bucket list or anything like that. It doesn't. I don't think it would do anything for me in person. I don't think.
Oh, you want to host an event? Yes, keep us posted. Listen, we was just talking about trying to do different like parties and stuff.
Aubrey? Who? What? You talking about Mo?
No, you and this mic that you keep holding up to the camera.
I'm about to go get the mic, and I'm about to hold it to the camera.
Like get an Airbnb and have training sessions so people can watch or participate. Ooh, okay.
Play some videos.
Oh,
look at her.
All right, let me play some videos. Oh, let me change the thing. All right, I'm just gonna go down the list.
So there's a couple things that we need to go over if you're gonna go to your first swingers house party or swingers club. I don't know how to stress this enough. Please do your research on where you're going to go. Don't just Google swingers clubs near me and pick the first one that's on the list. Look into the club, look into the house party, and see if this is the place for you. Some places might be some dirty, rude places to be, but you won't know that unless you do your research. Number 2, if you think you're going to be sexually active, stay safe. Don't think that all swinger clubs and house parties provide condoms for you. Make sure you bring your own. Number 3, don't go in with the expectation thinking that you're just, as soon as you walk through the door, you're going to get play. Because you probably won't. For your first time, you might not. Number 4, Ask before you touch. Just because I'm in my birthday suit does not give you the right to just touch me. Number 5, consent is key.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me delete that one.
100% agree on bring your own condoms.
Yes.
You will not ever need them at Tabu, but I don't know about any other sex club.
Right. You rather be safe about it. Literally safe. Aubrey said, yes, Mo. He would need a Carfax report.
Definitely. He do.
Oh.
He need one. Like, where she been at last?
Right. Oh. All right, let me play another one.
He is so funny.
Watching us? I don't know. Have they? Fuck. Did you see that? They just looked over at us. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What's going on?
I don't know why sometimes TikTok videos play so low. But if y'all couldn't hear that, it was just a couple being new to going to a swingers club and like another couple catching their eye and them being nervous about engaging with another couple.
I think it's cute when couples are nervous.
The first time they go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was definitely nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Consent. Exactly. I was definitely nervous the first time because I was like, what am I about to walk into? Like, what is this?
You never know. I mean, you know now, but like when it's your first time, yeah, I understand that.
Like, what is about to happen?
You think you're about to walk into an orgy.
Yeah, it's not like that. Right.
You don't have to see no sex at all.
Right. You can just stay upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so I knew somebody was going to ask this, so I'm going to just answer it and clear it up. The point in my life that I'm at right now, I just want to have good experiences, and I want to experience different shit for the sake of saying I did it and I tried it, right? Now, some part of me does want to just watch. Like the first one, I was just watching. It was an experience. It was interesting. It was wild as fuck. But I mean, now that it's over with, I can laugh about it. 2, the whole point of participating is not the goal. It's just not. I mean, my version of participation is bringing my own person there with me for my personal peace, pleasure, protection, and sanity and pleasure. And yeah. So I would take my own person. We could, peel off to the side. Do what we do. I wouldn't care if we had an audience. Like, it's an experience, right? Like, it's just something to do, right? Okay, cool. But, like, strangers, that's kind of where I draw the line. Now, I don't care if they watch, because I probably never see these motherfuckers again. But, like, as far as them touching me swapping spit with them, like, I don't know. That's where I draw.
She's kind of like me. But I'm not a hard limit of it. It's just, like, that's basically what I do. Or what I did when I went. Like, come with somebody. I don't mind if people watch, but I'm not sure yet about the people I don't know thing.
Who would they have to look like for you to be like, all right, come in right now,
Kofi?
So,
Immediately, Kofi.
Megan Stallion.
Oh, Megan
I don't
Stallion.
need to tell that, right?
No, they don't have to be like that, drop dead gorgeous. But if they were, I'm opening the door and be like, come on, let's go. Come on. Don't you want to come in here? But honestly, I feel like I would just have to feel comfortable. So like maybe if I'm upstairs and I'm dancing with somebody and I feel like that's a vibe, then maybe.
Because sometimes you definitely feel the vibe.
Yeah, I feel like I have to feel the vibe.
Mm-hmm. Babe, we were talking about how you're not just sleeping with any girl. You need to know that Carfax.
You need the Carfax.
Mm-hmm. Where you go at? You upstairs?
Yeah. Let me finish these videos.
Fellas, never ask the woman that you love for a threesome or a three-way. I asked my lady that I loved and lived with for a three. I begged for it and finally broke her down. And she said, okay, whatever you want to do. I said, let's go to a swinger party and we gonna just, get us something and we not gonna talk about it. Nobody get mad or jealous. We just gonna have fun and leave it there. She said, okay. We went there and I knew I was about to get me a girl and we was gonna do something with the girl and we was gonna leave and live happily ever after. We get in there and nobody wasn't doing nothing. I said, let me set it off with my lady. Then these girls gonna see me and they gonna join in. And we got started and the dude with the longest piece of meat I ever seen walked up on me and said, brother, can I get in with you and your lady? I'm saying to myself, absolutely not. And I said, I ain't gonna look like no hater. Let me ask her. Hey, you just gotta ask her, brother. He said, babe, is it cool? She said, I mean, it's cool. I was like, we live together. I will kill you in my head.
So he had like 6 parts. I couldn't get them all, but that's hilarious. And it made me think about like the double standard that can come along with swinging and playing. See, like he was down for a woman, but a guy was like, "Okay, and then he's like, "Absolutely not." Like, but why?
Yeah, because you gotta be open to all of it.
Right. Or if you're not, before you even go, you have to have the conversation so that y'all know who is okay and who is not. And also you have to understand that maybe your person won't even agree with what you're saying. Like they might not even want to play. If it's only women option and I can't have a man, right. Then maybe I don't want to even do it. Let me look at these comments before we go to the next video. You would need an entire breakdown of the woman that she wants to be cooked by. Usually, the bathroom, that's still a thing.
What that mean?
Right. What? Oh, he went to the bathroom. That's why he wasn't. Oh. Not that's still a thing. All right, we got a few more videos, y'all.
I'm riding the husband while I'm watching him, and I'm like, I'm mad as I'm doing it.
It's like a family business.
Absolutely. And some people are just thrilled by it, and some people are really taken aback by it. Every room has a different theme and a different look about it, and this right here is probably our most popular room because of the toys, if you can see. We've had people from all walks of life in here. I've had celebrities. I have autographs in my office.
What is over here?
This is our shadow box. If you are on rocky ground at home, you'll never survive this. Because the first time something intimate does happen, the relationship is toxic and you start throwing it at each other's face, and before you know it, the relationship is gone.
The door knocker where it says please do not disturb or please not, and you can either come on in or no thank you. It's no disrespect to the people, it's just the dynamic and the desire.
A man by himself is not allowed to go into the hallway without accompaniment of some sort. I think we're the only club that so many single women come here by themselves because they know we're not going to let anything happen to them. As far as safe, I promise you're safer here than any other place.
Please.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Houston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was Houston. 2 more. I'll play the longer one first.
All right, I got you. I'm still not understanding what exactly it is you do. What kind of club is it? Okay, so when I say an adult club, I am talking about a club, and they tend to have memberships. You need to be a member. And adults go there to take part in adult sexual activities, right? So there could be, intimacy going on, straight sex. There could be, BDSM playing, depending on the club. There's different theme nights. There's different, as I say, a hand for every glove. So when I'm talking about adult clubs, that is what I'm talking about. Basically a sex club. Now, I don't go to have sex necessarily, right? I go for the environment and for the inspiration and to use the environment to fuel my magic and to inspire me to go and make my racy content and to dance. And a couple things happened last night that kind of pissed me off, irritated me, so I left. One of them was a guy took my spot, and the outfit I was wearing was revealing, like no booty, and so I was sitting on a towel, and he moved my towel and sat in my spot, and then tried to talk to me, and then tried to flirt with me after. I was like, ew. There's another gentleman who did the tour with me, came and was sitting next to me at one point, and it was like, we were like, had small talk. He's from LA, in business till Thursday, that's what I knew. And then the next thing was like, you want to go get a room? Want to go into one of the rooms? I was like, no, thank you. I'm not that easy. Like, sure, we're in a sex club, but you think you're just going to sit next to me, chit-chat, sip in your cup of water, and then I'm just going to... No. And, I won't get into that, but yes. Anyway.
Why she ended like that? Oh, people just talking about their experiences in sex clubs. And last one.
One of my biggest regrets when starting in the swinger lifestyle with my partner was that we didn't know the difference between boundaries, agreements, and rules. We had no framework for how to set any of these other than just a couple of articles that we had read on the internet. Boundaries. So boundaries are personal limits that are set by each partner to keep themselves feeling safe emotionally. One of me and my partner's boundaries is that we always discuss every intimate connection that we have with somebody. And what I mean by that is before we engage in sex, we talk about it first. That's just a boundary that we have. And that makes me feel safe and heard. And that makes my partner feel safe and heard. And then you have rules. Rules are hard limits and expectations that you and your partner set together for what is okay and what is not okay in your swinger relationship. A really good example of a rule is you always have to use protection. There are no ifs, ands, and buts about this. Then there's agreements. So agreements are a way that you and your partner navigate swinger experiences together. And an example of an agreement is like, you're not going to text separately. You guys don't navigate swinging like that. Everybody should feel respected and heard when you guys are having these conversations. Really, really important to constantly communicate about your rules, boundaries, and agreements.
You know how many upside down pineapples I saw today? Doing all the research, like people that were in the lifestyle and were doing videos, like had stuff of upside down pineapples behind them, or their shirts had upside down pineapples. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know, if you go on a cruise, well, now it's not supposed to be a thing, but it still is. And you hang virgin, right? You hang up a picture, or like they sell them a pineapple, and you put it upside down, and that means that you are in the lifestyle and that you're willing to play. And people will see it on their doors. Like I saw a few of them last cruise, and I was like, "Oh, they're playing." But it's usually old white couples, especially on the cruises. Usually old white couples.
Don't do this to them. They're just doing their best.
One of them came out the room. I was walking by. I said, "Oh no, they look real old." But I don't know if they was really old because
they're doing their best.
They're having fun. I want to be having fun like that when I'm older. But yeah, I'm just taken aback.
I found another sex club, y'all. It's in Pennsylvania. It's called the Corral. It's in Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, y'all.
Oh, okay.
And they don't have time limits in their room.
Wait,
how are you supposed to get everybody in there then?
Right, you be waiting forever.
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna find out some more about that. It looks like, but I was looking at the private affair. It looks like they upgraded.
They better have upgraded with them beds on the floor.
You know, everybody got to start everywhere.
But hey, I'm not gonna be there. While y'all figure it out.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Here's the hold on.
After dark. Always look at this. Always over. We go 2 hours talking to y'all, yapping.
I was fine. I'm go until 9:30 at least. Hold on, let me see. I don't know if y'all can see though. Let me see if y'all can see this. Okay. This is what Tabu looks like on the outside. Hold on. You see? It's the light. I told y'all can't see it. I'm gonna just put.
There it is. Put it. Move it up a little bit. There we go.
You can't see, but it says Tabu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'll put a picture up. It's very real inconspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a couple more questions. Everybody calm down, please.
Mm-hmm. Get it together.
It's because I went to look for that picture.
Right.
Okay. So, would you go to a sex club with your partner right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And what would meet you, obviously, and what would bring you to a sex club? Connection, curiosity, community, or kink? All of the above.
Well, not curiosity because I already did it. Probably somewhere between community and kink. Okay. And if I was going with my current partner, it would be just for exploration. And I'm not sure, but I I don't think he's ever been to one. I've told him about Taboo. We talked about it. It would probably just be wanting to go with him just to do something new. I don't know. I don't think we would like play, or I'm not sure if he's really like would do some of the stuff I would do, but just for a different environment, it would just be kind of cool to experience it.
You know how like no people.
Yeah. I'm like, people? Give him enough shots of Crown. We might get there.
Bring the Crown Peach.
Right. The big one like we got at home, bring that one.
You know what's funny? Like I said, you bring your alcohol, you put it at the bar, and they keep it behind. Do you know how many crowns and
it'd be just all the stuff back there?
There'd be so many Hennies and crowns back there. Like you at this point, just pick somebody that's gonna bring the Henny.
Right.
And let the bar, y'all put in, and let the bartender pour from those bottles. Get 2 Henny.
Right.
Y'all are ridiculous at this point. Yes, I would too, but it would be for the community connection, definitely. The connection between us and the connection of the people that's like-minded.
Right.
Basically. Has your experience at clubs like Tabu helped you understand yourself better sexually?
I would say yeah. Like I didn't realize I would like being watched.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That I learned that from Tabu.
You did learn that.
Yeah. Like I never minded like y'all, of course, watching me, and like people I would switch with watching me, but realizing that I don't mind if like the public watches me. Yeah. That was Taboo.
That is something that you notice later. Like you really don't get it. You can't.
Right.
It's something you have to do.
Yeah. How would you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Me. I'm gonna say no. Because
you was already
I was already there. Yeah, I was already there, so it didn't really help me sexually. It just helped me have more fun.
Right.
How do you balance spontaneity with intentional play? That's a good question.
I don't know. I feel like when you go with a partner, it's not really more of the spontaneity. It's like we're going somewhere to play, like it's intentional. But if you go by yourself, it's more spontaneity because you don't know if you might, run into somebody that you might want to play with. It's more like, spur of the moment thing. But I don't think I ever went with the spontaneity in mind because we weren't like playing with other people.
Okay.
But I think I would try it at this point if I found, like I said, I had to find somebody I was comfortable with.
Yeah.
Or vibing with. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't mind trying it out.
Okay. I think when you are in that kind of situation, you have to be spontaneous. I feel like so. I think it comes with it.
Yeah, it is part of the territory, like the group room and stuff. Like I never thought I would be in a group room. Like you have to be open.
Yeah.
At least open to possibilities.
Definitely. What's a fantasy you fulfilled or wanted to fulfill at a club like this? Well, you already said, but you never really knew.
Yeah, I didn't know. So I didn't really have a fantasy. But then once I realized it, I was like, oh, this is nice. This is nice.
Yeah, there ain't no roaches or nothing.
Right.
I think I did have a fantasy of strangers.
Okay.
And I did fulfill that at Tabu. But I do think that in my mind, the stranger thing is a lot different than in real life. Because in real life, I am worried about diseases and personalities and stuff like that. In your mind, you can create a whole other thing where the world there's no such thing as a disease. Right. And you can just do whatever you want. It's not the same. So fantasies have to be a little altered, I think.
Yeah.
What fantasy? Oh, where did that? Last question. If you could fulfill your ideal room or experience in Tabu, what would it look and feel like? Oh,
wait, say it again.
What if you could create your ideal room or experience at Tabu? What would it look or feel like? I already know the answer to this question.
I'm trying to think. I think some type of, even though this is terrifying to me, some type of sensory deprivation.
Oh,
like you can't see or like take away the senses, even though it's terrifying to me. But I think it would be a really cool idea for a club like that.
Okay. I would like y'all answers too. If you could create a room in a social or sex club, what would it be?
Yeah, so like blindfolds, you know, take away your hearing or take away like covering your mouth, gags, stuff like that, like things that are about sensory deprivation.
Okay, that's a good idea, honestly. Yes. For me, I would do, this is going to be so lame, but I'm a nature person. So I would have a bed, but in the room is surrounded by foliage and plants. And
here we go with these plants.
And maybe a tree and real soil, real plants, a waterfall. That's very important. Oh, I would put a waterfall, like a wall waterfall.
I think a waterfall sounds great.
Yeah.
But that green plants, I don't know about that.
Flowers, just like a garden room.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like that would be so Adam and Eve. And you could like, I just feel like it would be good for your energy. And then people would even go in that room even when they're not doing anything.
Yeah, people probably go to sleep.
Yeah, it'd just be a nice room to be in.
Also, I think some type of challenge room, like where you have to do different challenges would be cool. Like if they have games in there with like cards, so you have to try to match the position or do different things, like just like a kind of game.
You know what? And you know what? This is why I'm gonna consult you when I build my social club. I'm like, this, you know what? She has some good ideas, y'all.
Well, thank you. I will be happy to be consulted.
But that's all the time we have today.
Yes, this drink was strong. I'm sitting here like,
that's it.
I'm gonna be sitting here for a few minutes.
I always love After Dark episodes because y'all always participate.
Yes.
Not that y'all don't participate other times, but like
right, y'all really get into the After Dark episodes. Yeah. We are taking a break next week for Memorial Day, and then we will be back June the 2nd. It's crazy. It's gonna be June when we come back. Like, what is going on with time?
School is about to be out.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So we'll be back on June the 2nd with a regular episode.
A regular degular
for a few weeks, and then we'll be, of course, back to After
Dark. Hopefully we have we'll have someone here.
Yes,
a guest. That's always fun.
Yes, always fun to have a guest on the couch with us.
Oh, did you get the song?
Yeah, I put it on here.
Okay, good. So of course we talked about this last week, but my band released a song on the After Death. Without You.
Yes.
It's called Without You, and it's featuring Nicole Marin. I hope you enjoy it. Please run it up.
Yes, it's on all streaming platforms. Yes. Unlisted After Death, Without You, run it up, stream it, play it, all that.
Even when you sleep.
Yeah, just push play. Turn it down, push play. Go to sleep. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We will see y'all in 2 weeks. Bye.
Have a good Memorial Day.
Yes. Bye.
See, I don't really care no more. It used to be I wasn't sure if I could live my life without you, babe. I'm headed on my way out that door, questioning what all this time was for. Decided to live my life without you, babe. See, I don't really care no more. It used to be I wasn't sure if I could live my life without you, babe. I'm headed on my way out that door, questioning what all this time was for. Decided to live my life without you, babe. Promise that you build me up, then proceed to let me down. To be my shining star on sunny days are just a memory when you're around. Forever seemed like such a long time, but now you're gone and I'm alone with my thoughts of you. once was two is now the loneliest excuse for me to brood. Sometimes I swear I hate you. I can't fathom what it is that will make you take me and shape me and then break me. But now I'm hoping you can see that I don't really care no more. It used to be I wasn't sure if I could live my life without you, babe. I better know my way out that door, questioning what all this time was for. Decided to live my life without you, babe. Tried to give you all my love. It turns out it wasn't good enough. I stood beside you to the end, but then you bailed on a nigga when times got rough. Only wanted to be your man until I fell victim to your plan to use me and abuse me with such cruelty. But now I'm hoping you can see that I don't even care no more. It used to be I wasn't quite sure if I could live my life without you, babe. I'm headed on my way out that door, questioning what all this time was for. Decided to live my life without you, baby. I see you had it in your head that I would never leave. Well, now I'm letting go like Frankie Beverly. There was a time where I thought we were good together, until hurting my heart became your guilty pleasure. I fooled myself believing we could be forever. Now I'm afraid our ties were gonna have to sever. Cause you hurted me, deserted me, and did me so damn dirty. Yeah. Whew. But I don't even care.